below the line. This principle is a principle that can change your whole life and change your whole business if you understand this principle. So what we're looking at here is, where do you sit in life? Are you a person that is sitting above or below the line here? So if we look down here, are you the kind of person that is always pointing the finger at everybody else for why you are where you are? And you know, funny thing, you've probably heard it before, when the finger's pointing, when you're pointing out, there's 4 more fingers pointing back at you. So this is all about pushing out and pointing the finger outside to say, this is why I can't do this. This is why I'm not where I want to be, because of denial. I wasn't given the opportunity, or because I don't have enough money, or because I'm not smart enough, or because my parents weren't rich enough. This is all about pointing the finger out at other people, all about excuses, and all about blaming other people for why you are where you are. This is about a victim mentality. And you know, the thing about people that live below the line is they generally have a story. They're drama queens. They always have a story. There's all these reasons why. You know, the sort of person that constantly says, oh, I'm going to get fit, I'm going to go to the gym, and then, oh, I can't because of this, and I can't because of this. They're constantly filled with dramas and stories of why things aren't possible, of why everything outside of them is causing them to be having excuses, blame and denial, and live below the line. Now, having an understanding of where you live in your life is really important, because then we can look at saying, what has to happen to get you above the line? Now, with my clients, all of my clients have this in the workplace. I've seen this transform sales teams. I've seen it transform workplaces, transform cultures. We all agree with a team, let's all be responsible for our own outcomes. Let's all be accountable for our own outcomes and take ownership of them. It can totally transform a work environment when people have the right to be able to call people up on having ownership of where they're at. So the thing about being above the line is, these are the victors. This is the successful outcomes people. And this here is the people that are the victims. Now, the thing I like about this, when we're talking about responsibility, is, and I often think this should be an A, because I'm not sure if you've ever looked at it, you might want to write this one down. This is your ability to respond to the situation. And you can choose. It's totally up to you. You can choose where you want to live in your business, where you want to live in your life, where you want to live in your fitness, in your nutrition, in your relationships. You can decide where you want to be. And the thing is we all have situations that happen in our life. We all have things that come up, you know, out of nowhere that we never expected. And it's the ability to respond to these situations that will determine whether you're going to be a victor or whether you're actually going to be a victim. And it can make such a difference, because the thing is, if when you're going around your daily life and you're taking ownership for what you're doing, and your team members are taking ownership of what they're doing and being accountable for the outcomes, there is so much more momentum and so much more achieved because of that. And the funny thing is, when we look at this here is all about reasons. Reasons. Not very good at writing on this, am I? This is all about reasons. We can't even really see that. Reasons, I'm going to write it in black, this one. And this here is all about results. So if you want to learn a principle that is going to transform your relationships in your business and in your life, this one is key. If you're wanting results, we live here. If you want reasons, live here. Now, this is even something that you can use with your kids at home and with your family. Get them to actually start the mindset of living above the line. And when, we're talking, when we catch up, I'm just wanting to get clear on, have an honest think about yourself and think about, where am I in this? Do I point the finger out and blame everyone else? Or this is internally, do I internally take responsibility for where I'm at? So, you know, if you say, you know, I leave 40% here and 60% here, great. You know, we've owned up to ourselves. You don't have to share it with me, but it's good to know where you're at. And what do we have to do to get this to be 100%? And then that way, we've got full ownership and accountability and responsible for our outcomes of what we're actually doing.